Aloha. All right. Happy Aloha Friday. Let's go. How's it, Ohana? We are getting another dirt delivery to a family friend. We're gonna be renovating this front yard. We came in, we glifed this entire situation, put down some speed zone, took care of the rest, let it cook for a little bit, and now we are going to do a full reno. You guys know the deal. You guys know what we do. You guys know the process. We are just waiting for the soil to show up, the sandy loam, the best stuff on the market. You know who we're getting it from. His name is Larry, the truck driver. Awesome dude, chill guy. Happy 4th to everybody. Happy America Day. We are so blessed to be in a country that is so awesome, gives us so many opportunities, so many freedoms and liberties, able to let us be who we are on channel, in life. So happy 4th to everybody. America, America. This is kind of the situation that we're dealing with here. It was tons of weeds, broadleaves, clover, you name it. All different grass types out here. Now we're just gonna come in. We're gonna hopefully get this thing all dialed in. Here comes homeboy.
Good morning, man.
Larry, how we doing? Pretty good. Thanks, sir.
Woo!
We got it. It's another one.
Yeah, another one down. Yes, sir. How you doing, buddy? We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, you staying busy?
Yeah, stay busy, buddy. Yeah, there's a lot of products. Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, take it easy. Drive safe, man.
Yeah, you too, man.
Here we go again. All right. Aloha.
All right, everyone. We are at my in-laws today, Anita and Gary. We're doing a quick little renovation here. A little late in the season, but you know what? We're gonna make it happen. Aloha Friday and happy 4th, everyone. Already came through. We're doing a follow-up now. So we came back here about a month ago and we glifed this area, and Jason also did a follow-up speed zone that had a lot of clover. And today we are going to do a mow, a dethatch, aerate, and then do a slight leveling, kind of smoothing it out and compact all of that in. They're asking if we can kind of tie in more of the driveway side, because it does have a massive hump, right? And I know a lot of us have those giant humps in here, so like, what do you do in those types of situations? So we're gonna kind of show you what we would do in this situation and see what kind of things that maybe you can kind of learn from what we running into in this.
This is definitely opposite of Derrik's. Derrik's everything was super low, and then this one's everything's pretty high. So we're gonna be chopping corners and edges just to make sure, yeah, the transitions to the concrete are where they need to be for sure.
On top of that, we are going to be showing you a little bit of an irrigation. For those of you who you guys are asking, hey, what about your above ground system that you guys have in your yards? So we'll show you kind of a little bit what we have going on. We're gonna do that today.
Above ground is just a quick and dirty, just real easy. It's not the best setup, but it works because it's going to be on a timer. It is visible, so it's not the most aesthetically pleasing, but at least it's your grass in your yard is going to be watered when it needs to get watered.
The in-ground irrigation systems, right, the way to go. I mean, you don't have to worry about the hassle, but in this case, if you want to get something done like pretty quick, this is definitely right choice.
And all the parts for the above ground are readily available. Lowe's, Home Depot, you can find all that stuff there. If you're looking for something that you need tomorrow or today, this might be the irrigation system for you.
We'll also leave those items in the description too. All right, we're gonna start unpacking, unload everything that we have here, and we're gonna head over to the store and pick up the rest of the stuff we need.
All right, at the depots, just trying to get a couple more hoses for the irrigation system. Maybe get a timer, a beehive timer. Maybe a hose splitter, spigot splitter. Yeah, beehive, they only have the 4-quart. Splitter. Aloha Friday and 4th of July? Say what? That's like, yeah, we should. It's like double celebration right now.
It's not nice.
All right, there we go. It's hot today.
Yeah.
It's super hot today. Now, I can't tell you what store we went to. No, I'm just playing. Please tell me all the Ohana here are not the type to just leave your cart in the middle of the parking lot. I hope you guys aren't like that. Do the right thing. Put it away. Get some food.
Let's go eat. 15-minute parking starting. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited for this burrito right now. Oh, bro, it's gonna be choked, bro.
Yeah, pork.
Broke the mouth.
Pork.
Yeah, I'm getting pork. Broke the mouth. Let's go. Check out what Noah just found out. Look us up, Uncle Duke.
Sure.
Braddah Derrik. At Taco Del Mar.
Check out Bubba's too.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, so much aloha here. Who would have thought? Some choice waves.
Yeah.
A couple of boys. It's a choice waves. Hey, he does accept card.
He does card?
Yeah. We should get some ice cream, bro.
Yeah, that's good.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you all?
Yeah. What's the selection here?
I know, right?
I am out of bubbles and Sonic, unfortunately.
Dang it.
That's exactly what I wanted.
5 of them, right? Yeah, I'm through here on Mondays.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right, thanks, guys.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Do you ice cream cookie sandwiches?
I love.
After we just had a cookie. So step one, we're mowing low right now. In the edges first and then working our way towards the middle. So we kind of got all types of hills and funky layout, but it's actually pretty cool to, test the leveling out on this. Once Jason's done mowing low, I'm going to kind of start prepping the green works. And we're going to start dethatching there or just starting this edge over here closer to the driveway. And then that way I can start tearing apart maybe like probably the first 2 feet. Maybe I might have to go a little bit more to try to taper it in because there is a pretty significant drop from the driveway to the actual lawn. So we're going to try to excavate it, chop it down a bit and taper it in so it's not such of a drop. So at least when you're going to get a mower on there, you're not going to scalp it.
Hi.
You don't have to put that stuff back.
Okay.
We weren't.
I saw Jerry was talking to you or to Jason earlier.
I know I'm all sweaty and dirty.
What was he saying?
Oh, we're just talking about the dirt and stuff and what to do with all the, the material. Just I put it in the trailer, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a couple days.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, the machine that we have there, that's the dethatcher. There's like a,
That falls all this crap.
yeah, but it has all this is like straight moss,
Oh, I know.
really thick. So we're just gonna get a machine and it'll be easier to, instead of us having to pick it away, ride over it and it'll pull it all up.
That sprinkler doesn't work, huh? In the middle?
Yeah, well, no, because we lost the little attachment that you stick the hose to. So there's supposed to be another part around here somewhere that you stick the hose, this attachment to, and the hose ties onto it.
Oh, I see.
A rainwater or something.
Rainbird?
Rainbird. Yeah, that's the brand.
Yeah. It was a quick connect.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you just attach the hose, and this pops up and just goes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can pull that thing up if you.
Okay.
Hey, let me know when you leave. I'll move my car.
Okay.
Or I can just watch for you. Either way.
Why is that in my head?
What's that?
It's just like this whole time we've been punching this freaking thing. No, where do we come from? Where do we go? That's been going through my head the whole time. Is it because of that? Is it because of that?
I don't know. That's a horrible song to have stuck.
I know. I thought you were singing it just now. So like, I was wondering why it was in my head.
No, that wasn't me. So now it's gonna be stuck in my head. John Wayne. John Wayne. Princess of Pepe.
In your Princess Pepe. Yeah. In your Princess Pepe. Pepe. I'm invincible.
I am invincible. I don't know karate, but I know crazy. With great power
Called great responsibility.
comes great responsibility. Well, it's about to hit the record button. We did some progress. Not much, just a little bit. But
It's all right. It was only like 15 minutes.
it was only like 15 minutes. It was only an hour and a half.
Almost there. We're gonna finish out getting the rest of this last piece, and then we're gonna kind of rake it in, compact it in, and then we'll kind of wrap it up. So we're gonna fast forward this part. Gout does it again. He runs. He's so lanky.
Fast forward that.
Let's see that in an instant replay.
I was doing the most right there.
That was day one, but obviously we knew it's gonna be a lot here because this is the type of stuff that you're gonna have to deal with, at least in this situation, right? Because we have a big hump in this one, right? Unfortunately, we ran into an issue trying to dethatch. We had so much moss in this one, the dethatcher that we have couldn't really get down in there and tear it up, just like a carpet.
Yeah, that Greenworks machine, that it just wasn't strong enough. The tines, I don't know what it was, but the moss is just like an inch thick.
Plan B is to get the big guns out. Rent a machine for the day, but that'll help us out. It'll, speed up this process because the machine will take care of this, no problem.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we focused mainly on the driveway. We took about 4 feet from the driveway up because it had such a drop to the driveway. We wanted to make sure that it didn't have like that 3 to 4 inch edge at the bottom of it.
So the driveway is at like this plane, and then there's a hill coming in like this, had like a pinch point. So it'd be, if the mower were to go over the top, it would scalp. All we did was cut out that area and kind of shallow it out a little bit. It still has, it's still not perfectly, straight across. There's still elevation increase, but at least it's like better tapered, not like this.
Yeah. That's still a big difference from what it was. You're definitely gonna see the transition. You can actually take your mower and go up that without having the frustration of scalping. So
Just
Which
a
is-
smoother ride.
Yeah, which is what we wanted. Can't rush these things if you're gonna, like I said, if you're gonna do it right, might as well take the time to do it.
We'll catch you later, and then we'll get this thing all finished up.
All right. Day 2. Actually prepared this time. Kind of hit a wall trying to dethatch.
Yeah, we got some backup machinery. We got a power rake that we rented from Home Depot. This thing is a beast. We've used it before. Low-key a tilling machine, but not. Pretty awesome. I've used it on my own lawn, just the verticut, just, you know, light. And then we've also used it almost basically to till. You drop it to like the lowest setting and the thing will just tear up whatever's in the ground. So I think it was like $100 for the day. Save us some time and definitely some elbow grease.
Continue on from the first day. We're gonna thatch. Basically level from there. Set up the irrigation system.
Tomorrow, I think our seed is gonna come in the mail and put down the seed to fertilize in the peat moss. Let it grow for today. Do all the demo and get everything ready for that.
Push in the down.
This is a lot. It's probably the most thatch and stuff we pulled up like on a per square footage basis. Ridiculous. We got a trailer pretty much already full, and we're gonna hit this one more time because there's still moss on the ground. So this is wild.
Ice cream. Hi.
Let's try the mango, please.
Ooh. I can't say no to the ice cream cookie town. Mahalo. All right.
What I'm rocking right here. Give that a go.
Can't go wrong with the ice cream cookie sandwich.
Ice cream cookie sandwich. Any of you guys like eat something so delicious you just gotta start dancing? If you know, you know.
You having fun yet?
No.
one of the things we're running into, right? Because this is so rounded like a mound, you can't really screed it flat because it's like on a hill. But in this case, smoothing out as much as we can. When it comes to these circumstances too, right? One of the main things you want to do is clean up your edges. Going around this bush here and all the bricks is making sure that take all that stuff out, make it look a little bit nicer, put a little bit more detail into your edges. The overall picture will look a little bit better. So that's kind of what we're doing here. Pretty much smooth this out as much as you can with a rake, roll it, and then go over with a leveling rake and just kind of fill in those voids, the ruts and things like that, and go into irrigation. Time to go to work, Braddah Plank. I'm just gonna get the edge, and we're good. Quick tip for when you're doing leveling, wear some knee pads, especially if you're going straight onto the concrete with your knees. Get knee pads. Makes all the difference. I'll show you a quick thing. Right now I'm just tapering the yard with the concrete here to the existing lawn, but I'm using plank to help me out with that. When you're doing an edge like this, especially at a hill, at a slant, kind of one of the tricks I do, as you start to pull it back, a lot of the soil will fall down to the concrete. So I kind of do it at like an angle. So something like this, I'll lead with this side here. I'll leave it at like a slight angle, right? So I'm not straight with it. I have it at a slight angle with it going towards the edge here of the driveway. And I pull it back. And then I always pay attention to the edge here, because if you dig in too much, you'll just leave like a little gap. So I fill it in a little bit, kind of feather it in, pull back more. And now I have over here, so as I pulled it back, now I'm seeing over on the other side, I'm just overlapping it, tying it in and feathering it in. I'll go back up and feather it in. As you see like little holes, you go ahead, push some of that soil back into it and pull it straight back. But see how much already pulled back? I got a giant pile here, and then I'll just shovel it all out, keep going. Kind of another thing that I do when I level, at least, you don't know how far you're really digging in when you're going, you're pulling it back. To be able to match it and know that you're going with the existing lawn here, kind of creating a line with the other end of the 2x4 here. So in this case, plank. So you're pulling back, right? And I'll leave, try to leave a slight line, putting pressure. You're putting pressure more on this side, right? I already know that I'm going to the driveway here, so I can press as hard as I can here, and I know that I'm staying level here. But on this side, how do you know that you're not digging too much or not enough? You want to leave like a slight line right here. So I'll kind of exaggerate like this. So how do you know if you're digging into it or if you're not pulling enough? So one of the things that I do to take a look at is when you pull it back, right? And you already know that's level. So say if you're pulling, when you start to dig right here, see this kind of line right here? I dug in too much. And you want to do like a small line. If you dig too much, then you know you're not level. So if I go back up here, there's a kind of a hole right here. So I have to fill that back up. Fill it back up to the 2x4, pull it back. And then on this side, I'm gonna create that little line. Just a small line. You see it's very faint line. If you're not seeing the line, that means you're not putting enough pressure on that side. Once you start to see that slight line, that's how you know you're leveling it.
We worked on this at Braddah Derrik's house, and we kind of alluded to how to do this in the irrigation video. But basically, we are just custom making an above ground irrigation system using these orbits. You can get the gray ones at Lowe's. I think the green ones are at Home Depot. You'll see both on this project. We bought a bunch of these. These are faucet end repair kits. I think Orbit makes these. But so this is like female end, and then got a bunch of like male end. And basically how we make this custom is we just cut the length that we want, cut the hose, and then basically do a quote unquote like a repair. That way you're not having like extra hose all coiled up. You just buy what you need and then that's it. Everything kind of just hooks up there, put it where you want it, and it's good. It's pretty simple. The repair kits don't quite work with the Continentals because the hose walls are super thick. So that's why we just use the extra insurance, buy some of these, and then just crank them down. They're like $1, maybe even less. Just do it just in case. We got the drill just because it's faster. Yeah, so this hooks onto here. Okay, stick her in the ground. Find a spot that doesn't have crazy mess of rock. There. It's upright. Let's go to the other one. So this is our next one here. So this is gonna be the last one in this zone. We're just gonna have 2 sprinklers in this zone. So that's gonna stay right there. We gotta run hose from that last sprinkler all the way to here. And then hopefully we have some extra left over and we just cut it off. Okay, so as you can see, it's got 10 feet or whatever. I don't wanna coil this and leave it here because the longer the hose, the less and less your water pressure becomes. So you just imagine like the extremes, right? If you have 1,000 feet of hose versus like 1 inch of hose, or just even turning on the spigot, it's gonna take a lot of pressure to push the water all the way through that 1,000 feet of hose, right? So you wanna decrease the amount of hose. So we don't want this to be coiled up right here or off to the side or whatever, because 1, aesthetically it's ugly. 2, you lose water pressure. So we're trying to salvage as much as possible in our systems. That way we can spray as far as we can with each and every sprinkler. We just want to maximize the potential of each sprinkler. So I just have like a poly pipe cutter, nothing special or fancy. We had a blue lock cutter, the one that came with the kit. That worked great. This one's for a little bit bigger size hose, larger size hose, but it works fantastic. So we just need to find the length we want, give it a cut. Okay. That side's female end on the other sprinkler. This side's gonna be a male end. I'll swap the tip here. This is a 5/16 for the pipe clamp. For the Orbit repair kit, it's just a regular Phillips head. Okay, so this can go off to the side for now. We'll put this on first. No particular way, it just goes on. I'm pretty anal retentive, so I always make sure the letters and everything are facing the proper direction. And what I do is just get a little Dawn dish soap. If you're a little dirty with it, just spit in it. Don't do that unless you want to. Me, just use a little Dawn and then push this guy in just like that. Yellow's on. Lift this up a little bit so it goes as high as it can. We'll just clamp it down. This should be fine. I've installed it without the extra clamp and it's worked for me. While I got the Phillips head on, I'm gonna put a female into this one. That way I'm not switching the tips too often. Just be a little bit more productive. Make sure the letters are facing the right way. You don't have to. That's just me, okay? And then a little Dawn. Okay, so female end's on. Okay, just push it up, clamp that down like that. We'll switch the tips, get the 5/16 on. This on. You can use a flathead screwdriver too. The 5/16 just goes so much quicker. Instead of having to buy more hoses, like instead of using a whole hose in between each sprinkler head, 1 per 2 zones or 1 per 1 zone, different ways to save money and making things more cost effective. So there we go. This just goes on. Okay, into the ground. There we go. Gonna be okay for now. We'll adjust this once we turn it on and stuff, but that's how you splice a hose and for your above ground system. How you guys like the Asian squat? Is this Asian enough for you? Filipino enough for you? All right. We got one more zone to do. We'll get this thing all tested out. We got this Melnor system that we've used. I'm a pretty big fan of it. It has a nice fan, like spray to it. It works great, I think, for skinny zones, smaller zones. Like we'll put one here maybe, and then it should cover, you know, this whole area to connect some more hoses. So this is the Melnor system I'm talking about here. These have just a nice little spray. They're pretty low profile. This is what it comes with. We got three sprinklers. We've got some extenders if you want to like make them taller, and then you get 2 hoses.
We're at the home stretch.
About time.
I know. All we got to do is seed, fertilize, peat moss is the secret sauce.
Is the secret sauce. He ain't lying. Oh my gosh, he ain't lying. Oh jeez. Every time I'm in my head.
All right. For our seed of choice today, we got Perennial rye, a little bit of Kentucky blue into it as well. I've never tried it before, but we also wanted to throw that into the mix with the Kentucky blue. So this would be our first Kentucky blue application on a lawn. So pretty excited about that. This is about 1,200 square feet here. So, you know, about 10 pounds of seed per 1,000. But we're gonna throw a little bit extra. Doesn't hurt. You know, we did the same thing with Braddah Derrik's house. You know, threw a little bit extra, and man, that is so nice. So we have about 15 pounds here, and we'll just use the whole bag. All right, Ohana. All right, just finished up here. You know, we did the full works. Got the reno done here at my in-laws. Really excited to see the results for this one too. You know, we kind of summarize what we did, right? We had to mow, dethatch, aerate, and then a little bit of leveling, and then compact all of that with the roller, seed, fertilizer, and then with the peat moss.
Gotta have the peat moss, especially this time of year, you know.
With this summer heat right now, it's amazing what we did for Braddah D-Rock. Stay tuned for that, because that is disgusting.
It's it's too good. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. You know, this was like a test for us too, right? Can you grow grass in the summer, you know?
Yeah,
And
totally.
especially with the 80s going up to 90s heat, right? This is something that is new to us too. So thank you for sticking around.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's almost like a misconception. Like, oh, you can only grow grass in the spring and the fall for the cool season, you know, folks. But I mean, it's July, we're growing grass and we have results. So it's, I don't know. Can you grow grass kind of in the summer as well? I think we can. Check this. We're doing a giveaway. We've got some Neighbors Envy.
Huh?
And we've got some Hydrotame. We're gonna pair together. We'll do 3 winners. Each winner will get one of each. In order to be entered, you have to subscribe, you have to like the video, and in the comments, you have to say, Happy Aloha Friday. That's how you get entered, and we'll do just a randomizer. We'll choose all the comments and everything. We'll do a randomizer. We'll shout out whoever the winners are, and then we'll have you guys email us at 808alohalawns@gmail.com, and then we'll get the address and then we'll send it out to you guys. That's our 4th of July. Thank you to all of you guys who have just helped us out so far and continue to help us out with each video. Just want to thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you for all the support. Amazing.
Amazing. USA, baby. Mahalos for tuning in.
Don't forget to spread some aloha. See you next time.
All right.
Love me a little more tonight.
All right. Following up with Braddah Derrik. All right, this is sickening. I think it's been maybe 2.5, maybe 3 weeks since we've done this one, and gotta check this out. Take a look. Look at this. All right.
Let's go. Let's go.
You want to follow up
Oh, yes.
with Braddah Derrik? Man, this thing came out so good. Sick.
Wow.
Now you gotta do it, huh?
Yeah, you gotta do it now.
What can we say?
Hey, secret sauce.
secret sauce. What is it? How you say it?
That secret sauce, that peat moss, baby. Aloha Lawns. That's it right there. I'm a prime example.
Hey, like I said earlier, we couldn't have done it without your yes. So,
All love, baby. All love.
and I don't know if you guys know this too, but Derek and I, we go back a little bit.
We do.
Yeah, we hired into the same company.
We did.
So that's
6 years ago.
Yeah.
6.5 years ago. Yeah.
For those who didn't know.
Now you
So
know.
yeah, now you know. Yeah, we just finished up spreading out more starter fert. We're gonna watch this thing pop.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a little bit more. I think we could probably start mowing in like a week.
Okay. Maybe like after the 4th.
Yeah, after the 4th, we could probably get our first mow in here. It's gonna be nice.
I'm getting anxious. Yeah, this is.
Screw you, buddy.
Screw you, man. Hey, my back, okay? My back, okay? Took the hit.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Ohana, stick around.
Don't forget to spread that aloha.
See you next time. All right.
All right.
Happy 4th.
Yes. Be safe.
Yes.
Enjoy the Independence Day.
Yeah.
Barbecue, good food, and family.
Be safe.
I can't stop doing that, man.
You can go.